Okay, today I will explain valuation strategy. Shall I start?
Sorry, Hari, what you gonna start today? Valuation strategy.
Yes, yes. Okay, today I am going to start valuation strategy. Normally, valuation strategy it is applicable for only cost-based coupa. Okay, now 1 minute. I will open Word also. Okay, billing time, entry, coupa entry, revenue, COGS, any selling related expenditure. These values will flow to the coupa module at the time of billing. Okay, this COGS through VPRS condition type will update in coupa module. Through VPRS condition type, the COGS amount will update in coupa module. Okay, the VPRS condition type, it will read the material master. In material master, whatever the value is there, that value it will update in coupa module. Okay, but we won't get any breakup. Okay, that means in COGS is nothing but standard cost only. Okay, we want to see what is our raw material cost, raw material local cost, and raw material import cost, and activity cost, mission cost, mission, labor, power. Okay, if you want to see each component wise breakup, that is not possible normally. Okay, COGS is nothing but standard cost only. Okay, here if you want to see each cost component wise breakup, that means raw material local import, mission, labor, power, overhead. Okay, if you want to see the breakup in coupa module, okay, that is through VPRS condition type, the total amount it will pass to the coupa module. But if you want to get the breakup, okay, in that case we should use valuation strategy only. Okay, normally if you want to get the breakup, in that case we will use this valuation strategy. Otherwise, the total amount it will pass, but if you want to get the breakup, that's not possible without valuation strategy. Got it my point? Kunal?
Hari, no, I didn't understand at all.
Hi.
Yeah, hi Rajesh.
What do you mean you say about, for example, if the material master 1000 rupees is from RX FG material 1, FG1, the cost is 1000 rupees. If you are directly mapping the VPRS condition type, it will show 1000 rupees. But how the 1000 rupees is appeared based on cost component structure to break up what is the raw material component, what is the activity, what is the overhead. That breakup you want to get it in coupa, then you have to use the valuation strategy. That's
Right.
what you are trying to say?
Right.
Okay.
Correct. Okay, normally Kunal here, okay, we are selling the material FGX material. FGX material we are selling to the customer. Okay, here the cost is 1000 rupees, but in that 1000 rupees, what is your material cost and what is your activity cost and what is your overhead cost? If you want to get the breakup, in that case, this valuation strategy is mandatory. Hello, Kunal?
Yes, sir. Yes, Hari. I was just muted myself. Yeah.
You understood?
Yeah.
Okay, that breakup purpose only we will use the valuation strategy. And if you want to post any expenditure, okay, Apart from this, valuation strategy mainly we will use two purpose. One is to get the COGS breakup. Okay, to get the COGS breakup, we will use valuation strategy. And second point is, okay, if you want to post any expenditure or revenue at the time of billing, if you want to post any revenue or expenditure, in that case also you can use valuation strategy. Okay, if you want to post any expenditure at the time of billing, okay, assume revenue is 5,000 rupees. Okay, revenue is 5,000 rupees. Revenue is 5,000 rupees. Okay, based on the revenue, I want to post freight cost 2% or 1%. Okay, based on the revenue, I want to pay the sales commission. Okay, sales commission 1%. Okay, based on the revenue, I want to give some percentage. I want to post some expenditure to the COPA module. It won't impact to FI module, but the value it will update in COPA only. Okay, based on the some conditions, okay, you can post any expenditure directly to the COPA. In that case also you can use valuation strategy. Got it this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hari,
Yes, yes.
I have one query. See, there are ST conditions, real conditions, statistical condition. Okay.
Okay.
Then where my statistical condition, commission and discount, there are my statistical conditions. Whether the values will flow to COPA, statistical conditions.
Yes, yes. Statistical also values will flow.
Statistical also values will flow.
Yes, yes. In COPA,
Apart from the
Yeah,
real anyway it will flow, but I still have a doubt. Whether statistical also it will flow.
yes, yes. Statistical and real condition type, both values will flow to the COPA module. In FI only real conditions only will flow to the FI module. But in COPA, both values.
Yeah, yes, yes. Oh, COPA, we have the flexibility. Apart from the FI, the values will flow statistical also.
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Let's see how it starts.
Okay, here mainly this valuation strategy we will use two purpose. One is to get the COGS breakup, and second one is at the time of billing, if you want to post any expenditure, that time based on the some conditions, you will create pricing procedure in COPA module only. Directly you can create pricing procedure in COPA module. That is only COPA related, not SD related. Pricing procedure you will create. You will give the base condition type. Revenue is the base condition type. Okay, based on the revenue you want to apply sales commission or freight cost. That time you can post that cost directly into the COPA module. Mainly two purpose valuation strategy. One is to get COGM breakup and second one is to post the expenditure at the time of billing. For the two purpose you will use the valuation strategy. Normally valuation strategy you will implement only cost based COPA scenario only. If you use account based COPA scenario, this COGS breakup you won't get. The total amount only you will get, breakup you won't get. Okay, that differences we can discuss later session, last session. Okay, valuation strategy. Valuation is automatic calculation of values following specific rules for both planning and actual data. Okay, valuation can be used to calculate sales deductions. Okay, directly if you want to post any rebate amount or discount amount, okay, that directly you can post at the time of billing, that it will impact only COPA module, it won't impact to FI module. Through valuation strategy you can post any sales related expenditure, that is impact only COPA module, it won't impact FI module. Okay, this is conditions only you will give base condition. Based on this condition, okay, you can apply 10%, 5%, whatever percentage you want to apply, you can apply.
Hari,
Yes, yes.
in the front end, whether we are creating in the front end, what I am asking in the front end coming days, whether we are going to show us to for is this COPA condition also? Sorry, COPA condition record.
Yes.
We are going to see.
Yes. Just I will put only one condition, revenue condition. I will.
One condition. That's enough. See, if, for example, development charges or some revenue, sales commission. Let's say if you be able to show us one, then based on the requirement we can take it.
Right.
Okay, fine. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, your valuation purpose one is to get the COGM breakup or COGS breakup, and second one is we will create COPA costing sheet. COPA costing sheet. Okay, here we will maintain the conditions. Okay, base condition type and overhead percentage we will maintain. Based on that, you can post the expenditure directly in the COPA module. Okay, here COGM breakup how you will get. Okay, COGM breakup how you will get means. Here one more thing, costing key also very important. Costing key also very important. Okay, valuation strategy used to derive the COGM breakup structure from product costing. Normally SD condition types are used to trace the values from material master. Okay, normally that is VPRS condition type, that is the SD condition type. It will read the material master data and whatever the value is there in material master, finished good material master, that value it will update in COPA value field. Okay, based on that you won't get the breakup. Based on that you won't get the breakup. If you want to get the breakup, you need to go to the product costing. You need to go to the product costing and each component wise we should map it. Each component wise we will assign one value field. Okay, here valuation strategy is costing key to trace the breakup. Okay, costing key, in costing key we will specify okay which costing variant breakup you want to see and which plant cost estimate breakup you want to see. Okay, I will show you the screen. Okay, here setup valuation using material cost estimate. Here we will create the costing key. Okay, take any one. Okay, here you can specify here transfer standard cost estimate. Which one you want to get the breakup? Okay, whether standard cost estimate or sales order cost estimate. Okay, normally we want to see the breakup standard cost estimate. Okay, we will select standard cost estimate. If you want to see sales order cost estimate breakup, then you can select this one, second one. Okay, normally standard cost breakup. COGS is nothing but standard cost only. Okay, select this one, standard cost. Which costing variant breakup you want to see? This is standard costing variant. Here I have maintained. Costing version. At the time of standard cost release time, you will give the costing version. Okay, which costing version you are using? Okay, here period indicator. Okay, in material master, current standard cost estimate is there. Previous standard cost estimate is there. Future standard cost estimate is there. Okay, which one you want to see the breakup? future or current or previous. Normally we will select current standard cost estimate breakup. Okay, here period or year. This is applicable from which period onwards. Okay, here additive cost. Okay, you want to see the additive cost also or not. Additive cost means apart from manufacturing cost, okay, the transportation cost also will include. If you select additive cost, that additive cost also you can see in COPA module. Okay, if you want to see only primary cost component or auxiliary cost component. Okay, that means if you want to see both, that means auxiliary or main cost component structure, which cost component breakup you want to see. Okay, you can select main cost component, then you won't select this one. If you want to see auxiliary cost component breakup, then you can select auxiliary. Both it's not possible. Only one you can see, auxiliary or main cost component. Okay, here we will select which cost estimate breakup you want to see, whether it is current standard cost estimate or future cost estimate or previous cost estimate. Which cost estimate you want to see breakup, that you will select here in costing key. Main is assign value fields. Okay, here value field, each cost component wise we will assign the value field. Okay, here each cost component wise you will assign one value field. Anyway, in costing based COPA, every value it will store under value field only. Each and every value it will store under value field only. So here each cost component wise you will assign the value field, separate value field. Then this cost component, raw material local cost component, it will store under this value field. Import value it will store under this value field. Labor value it will store under this value field. Like this you can get each component wise breakup. Okay, here valuation strategy plus costing key. In costing key you will specify, it specifies from which plant's cost estimate you want to see the breakup and which costing variant and version you want to see the breakup. We have different costing variants. Okay, standard costing variant, plant costing variant, actual costing variant. Which one you want to see the breakup? Okay, normally we will maintain standard costing variant and version, and either from future, that means which cost estimate, that is whether it is future price you want to see the breakup or whether it is current price you want to see the breakup, previous standard price you want to see the breakup. Which one you want to see breakup, that you will select. You are reading cost estimate from which plant, by using which costing variant and which costing version, by which price, whether it is current or future or previous. In material master, in costing 2 tabs, 3 tabs are there: future, current, previous. Which one you want to see the breakup, that we will maintain. Here value fields we will maintain, each cost component wise we will maintain the separate value field. Okay, here value fields finalization here also will involve based on the COGS breakup. Okay, you have 30 cost that means 30 cost components you have. In that case we need to create 30 value fields. Each cost component wise you will define one separate value field. Okay, that each cost component wise you will maintain the separate value field. Based on that you can get the breakup.
Hari,
Yes, yes.
as earlier discussed them, whether we can transfer a main or auxiliary cost component, but here it seems that If you want both also, we can do it. If you want to transfer of both, we need to define a separate set of attributes for the both cost components.
So,
Hello.
yeah, actually here in this PDF they maintain, but practical scenario actually
Okay.
this scenario I faced. Okay, practical scenario both it is not coming. Only one it is coming. That means
Either primary or auxiliary.
yes, yes,
It's not something.
yeah,
Okay. Anyway, auxiliary we are going to discuss separate scenario, no? That is on additive cost.
right, right.
Okay then. Okay, thank you.
Okay, here cost component structure results. Okay, we can transfer both main and auxiliary or only one of them. That means we can suppose we can transfer both means only one. Okay, if you want to transfer main cost component values, you can transfer. Okay, if you want to transfer the auxiliary, in that case auxiliary also you can transfer. Both it is not possible in practically. Okay, only one you can transfer. Okay, here if you want to get the breakup, if you want to get the COGS breakup, okay, here this is the point very important. Okay, normally billing time we will get lot of errors. Okay, some materials, for some materials they won't run the cost estimate, standard cost estimate. Okay, in that case at the time of billing, okay, without doing the standard cost estimate, if you do the billing, that time you will get error messages. Okay, in order to get the COGM breakup, if you want to get the COGM breakup, we should release the standard cost estimate. We should release the standard cost estimate. Okay, then only we can get the COGM breakup. Okay, if you maintain manual price through MR21, okay, if you maintain manually in MR21, okay, that time we won't get breakup. Okay, system will throw the error message at the time of billing. We should release standard cost. Okay, normally suppose finished good X is there, finished good Y is there, finished good Z is there. Three materials we have. Okay, we release cost estimate for finished good X and finished good Y. Okay, for finished good Z through MR21 you maintain 1000 rupees or 2000 rupees manually. Okay, in that case at the time of billing time system will throw the error message. Okay, if you don't release the cost estimate, we won't get the bifurcation in COPA module. That's why system will throw the error message at the time of billing. Okay, here valuation strategy. Two steps. One is valuation using with material cost. Valuation with material cost. This is only to get the COGM breakup. Valuation with material cost means this is only breakup purpose. Second one is valuation using condition type. Valuation with conditions means here we will create COPA costing sheet. Okay, in COPA costing sheet, what we will maintain? Base condition type we will maintain, whether it is revenue or quantity. Okay, base condition type we will maintain. Based on the revenue, you can apply sales commission 5%, that royalty 2%. Okay, or based on the sales quantity also we can maintain. Base condition type user will tell us. Okay, based on that we will maintain base condition type. Based on the revenue 5% or based on the quantity, sales quantity 2% is the sales commission. Like that we can maintain. Okay, user exit also we can implement here. Okay, suppose the standard one as per business requirement, the standard functionality it is not working. In that case we can maintain user exit also.
User exit, Hari, could you explain in detail?
Yeah, here. Okay, suppose, yeah, I will show you the screen. Okay, here normally here costing sheet is there and user exit number is there. Okay, suppose if the costing sheet is not working as per the business requirement, if the costing sheet won't work, okay, in that case only we will maintain the user exit.
There are different types of user exits. So which type will you use?
Means different user exit means?
Means so user exit is a standard. Yeah, there are different kind of user exits. So
The user exit means standards only. User exit means SAP provided some user exits. Okay, in that user exit only we can modify. Okay, we can tell our requirement to the developer. Developer will change it in that user exit. The user exit we can use. The user exit standard only means in that standard user exit only downstage or some stage you can write your own program also.
okay.
Okay, here record type.
Hari,
One
Yes,
thing
yes.
I have one question also, and you told before running this COPA, we have to run the standard cost. You mean that we have to run the CK11 and CK24 and both?
Yeah, normally you can release the cost estimate by using CK11 and CK24 or CK48. That collective also you can run. Yeah, that both. When we release, that means if you want to do CK24, that means you should run CK11N. CK11N. Without CK11N, you cannot release.
Okay.
Yes, yes, Kunal.
no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Okay, here next one is record type. Record type also. Here record type it is similarly document type in FI module. Okay, suppose if you want to see vendor invoices, for that purpose you will create one document type, right? That is KRRE something. Okay, same way here also each module wise one record type is there. Each module wise one record type is there. That means from SD to COPA. Okay, all the values from SD to COPA. Okay, that values will store under record type F. F means that is SD to COPA related values. Okay, A means incoming sales order. That means sales order level. When we create sales order, that time only we want to see the profitability. Okay, that is incoming sales order. That is planned revenue and planned cost. That is projected revenue, not actual revenue and actual cost. Incoming sales order. If you want to activate incoming sales order, that is possible only in cost based COPA, not account based COPA. This is also one difference. Okay, that means projected revenue. At the time of sales order creation time only, if you want to see the profitability, that you can implement in cost based COPA scenario. Record type F means this is yes, yes. Rajesh.
Hari,
Yes, Rajesh.
see in the incoming sale order record type A is there, no?
Yes, yes.
Whether it is possible for MTS also, or it is possible for MTO.
Both.
Both MTS also you can generate a cost estimate
Yes,
for
yes.
incoming sale order.
Yes, yes. Yeah, here in make to order scenario, the value it will store under UK01 condition type. In make to stock scenario, VPRS condition type. Cost will generate.
Okay.
Okay, record type F means that is SD module to COPA module values. Okay, this is billing. Billing time normally SD values will flow to the COPA module. Okay, that values will store under record type F. Okay, record type C means any type of settlement, not only sales order settlement, it is production order settlement or any settlement, values will store under record type C. Okay, this is B means FIMM data. Okay, record type B means direct posting from FIMM to COPA module. D means cost center to COPA module. That is overhead cost. Okay, normally we will transfer the values from cost center to COPA. That is record type D. Okay, based on the record type, you can analyze the report. Hello.
That is nothing but assessment. D.
Yes, it's assessment cycle, COPA assessment cycle. Okay, here point of valuation also. Okay, that is a real-time valuation of actual data. Normally 01 we will use point of valuation. Okay, point of valuation, it specifies how to update the related to valuation strategy. Okay, this point of valuation, okay, here you have seen, right, this here link is valuation strategy and costing key. Okay, costing key and valuation strategy, link is only valuation, that means record type and point of valuation, this only. Okay, here valuation strategy we are maintaining, here we are maintaining this one, record type, here record type and point of valuation we are maintaining. Okay, 01F means this is billing related. Okay, at the time of billing only the values will update in COPA module. The COGS value when it will update means billing time will update in COPA. Okay, billing record type, what is the record type? F. Okay, record type F, point of valuation 01. 01 means this is real time actual data, real time actual data. Okay, point of valuation 01, record type F. Okay, there is no direct link between valuation strategy and costing key. Okay, this point of valuation and record type only, it is linking between valuation strategy and costing sheet. Okay, here also we are maintaining costing keys to any characteristics. Okay, here also we are maintaining point of valuation and record type and this costing key. Okay, this is the costing key. Okay, this point of valuation, record type and costing key. There is no direct link between costing key and valuation strategy. Okay, this is the link, and later value fields we are assigning not costing key, direct point of valuation and record type. Okay, here you can see there is no valuation strategy and there is no costing key. Value fields we are assigning to each cost component respective point of valuation wise. Okay, this point of valuation, it specifies how to update the data related to valuation strategy and when to update the data and which type of transactional data, that is planning data or actual data. Okay, that means for point of valuation type we will assign the planning and actual also, both we can maintain. Plan values also we can maintain and actual values also we can maintain. Here point of valuation 01 normally we will use, 02 when we implement material ledger, then 02 also we will maintain. If you implement material ledger, then we will use 02 also. In KE27 you will perform this periodic revaluation. This is period end activity in material ledger. Okay, if you don't use material ledger, then you will give only one point of valuation. Okay, if you implement material ledger also, we will assign both 01 and 02.
What is 04? While you are saying, can you call it 04. Automatic planning.
Yeah, this is planning related. 3 and 4 planning related. 01, 02 actual related.
Most
Manual.
of the time we are using 01 and 04 only. But
Yes.
manual, yeah, periodically
Yeah,
valuation.
this is 3, 4 planning related, 1 and 2 actual related.
Okay.
Okay, this is the valuation strategy. Okay, valuation strategy mainly two purpose. One is to get the COGM breakup and second one is to post the any expenditure at the time of billing. That is the main concept. Okay, how you can get the breakup means through condition type, through VPRS condition type, through SD module. SD module means condition type. Okay, that VPRS condition type, it is reading from material master. Okay, that total value it is passing to the COPA module. From SD we cannot get the breakup. If you want to get the breakup, in that case we need to go to the product costing. Each cost component wise we should map to the value field. Okay, here record types also important. Each module wise one record type is there. F is for SD related, B is for FIMM related, C is for settlement, D for overhead, cost center to COPA. Okay, this record type standard only, we won't create. Okay, record type wise we will maintain the number ranges. Okay, record type wise we will maintain the number ranges. The COPA number ranges we will maintain each record type wise only.
That's fine. Hari, I missed out one thing. I think that while you were speaking before, one time is the classes. VPRS condition type, what's there?
Sorry.
VPRS condition type, what is there in that one?
VPRS. Yeah, VPRS condition type, that is the standard condition type. Normally pricing procedures SD guys will create, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, pricing procedures they will create. They can use standard also, they can use their own also, their own condition types also they can create, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is VPRS, this is the standard condition type I am saying.
Okay, so all these calculations we are doing here on the VPRS.
No, VPRS just this is the standard cost estimate. That means VPRS condition type, it will read the material master. Not total all calculation, that is only cost related, manufacturing cost related.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the revenue condition type it is different. Okay, I will show you the report. One report I will show you. Then you can understand. Okay.
Because we are creating our own condition type here. Oh, sorry, pricing procedure for the COPA. And
No. This is not related to COPA pricing procedure. That VPRS condition type, it is related to SD pricing procedure.
okay.
That in COPA we will create costing sheet. Okay, in that case we can define your own condition types. This is SD condition types I'm saying. I think I deleted. Okay, there is no documents. Okay, take any sales document. Okay, this is the material, first item. Double click on material. Select conditions. Okay, here you can see VPRS condition type. Okay, this VPRS condition type, this is nothing but cost. Okay, this amount, okay, how it will pick means through this material master. Okay, this is the VPRS condition type. Okay, VPRS condition type, it will read the material master. Okay, this is the material master. It will read the material master. In material master, whatever the value is there, that value it will pick. Okay, not this. Okay, we will open one more session.
Hari,
Yes, Rajesh.
so directly open display button is there, na? In the side address.
Where? This one.
Yeah, you just keep the display button is there, na?
Okay.
That you can.
Right. Click on this material. Okay, select costing 2.
Right.
Okay, here value is there 557.31.
Yes.
Okay, same value only.
The same value is VPRS picking up there. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the cost. Okay, this is the Civogem cost. Okay, this is passing total value. In this 557, what is the your material cost? What is the your activity cost, overhead cost? We won't get breakup. If you follow only VPRS condition type, then we won't get the breakup. If you want to get the breakup, in that case, you need to implement valuation strategy.
Got it. I was missing the base concept here.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So it's a combination of all this.
Yes, Rajesh.
If you don't mind, please open once again the material master.
Yes. Right.
Just double click the current cost estimate.
Yeah.
It will go the current cost estimate. No?
Right.
This breakup, if you want to this breakup of 557.31 rupees to using the valuation strategy with the cost estimate, you will get it.
Right.
Yes, Rajesh. This is the thing. Yeah, 557.31. The breakup of this one.
Yeah, this only.
This breakup.
Right. Yeah, here only this is, I think this is raw material only. It is showing only one material code value.
Yeah. If it is there, if it is a FG product and then the BOM and routing, everything is there, then you will get.
Right.
Yeah, fine.
Right. This is the standard condition type, standard pricing procedure. This is the PR00, AJWR. These are all standard condition types. Okay, if you define your own, then that.
Hari,
Yes, Professor.
just select the VPRS cost and click on analysis. So
Okay, here you can see
could
this
you
is the
explain what
standard.
is this?
Yeah, this is the standard condition type. Okay, this is EK01. In make to order scenario, you will get this condition type. Okay, this EK01 or VPRS, both we won't get. Okay, EK01, this is the sales order cost estimate. Okay, this is the PR00 revenue related. Okay, here you have sequences 10, 20, 30 like this. Okay, normally this PR00 you can maintain condition record in VK11 and also you can maintain the price. Okay, here strategy is also there. Okay, if you go to the VK11, okay, here condition type you will maintain PR00. Okay, here combinations are there, customer material with release status or material with release status, price list category. Okay, suppose if you maintain price for customer material combination, then the price will update customer material wise only.
So this VPRS condition is standard. Yeah, we have to define something.
No, that is standard only. We won't define price.
So in real scenario also we have to use only VPRS condition as a standard. We need not to do anything.
Yes.
Okay.
So Hari, if I ask one question that it's a material price straight away VPRS, so it's a combination of which different prices, material cost and overhead, or the
Sorry, I didn't get.
if I consider the VPRS price that was coming 55 something,
Right.
so it's not just the material cost. On the top of the material cost, some other costs are also contributing to this VPRS costing.
No, that is suppose here when we see that itemization report, only one item is there, that is material item only. Okay, if you maintain BOM and routing, activity cost also will include and overhead cost also will include.
Yeah. So in that case, VPR is gonna give me figure of material
value.
cost and activity cost.
Yeah, total value.
But here we are discussing about the valuation strategy, that is the cost, that is for the cost based COPA. So here VPR is gonna give me just material cost.
No, that is total finished good material. Okay, in the finished good material cost it is updating. That cost, material cost is there, that means raw material cost, activity cost, overhead cost. Total cost it will update in finished good material. Okay, in finished good material, suppose 1000 rupees is there. That 1000 rupees only it will pass to the COPA module through VPRS condition type. We won't get breakup in the 1000 rupees. What is your material cost? What is your activity cost? You cannot get the breakup. Okay, if you use only VPRS. Okay, that's why valuation strategy is required.
So this VPRS is gonna give me cost of finished goods, but we wanted to analyze the cost of that finished goods. So
Right.
we are using here the COPA.
Right. Valuation strategy.
Valuation strategy, exactly.
Right.
Okay. So whatever figure we are finding under the VPI is 5571. That is the cost of finished goods product. But we are not able to analyze that how much costing at different stage.
Right.
Such as finished goods activities and all this.
Right.
So we are trying to find out the stage-wise costing under the COPA module.
Right.
And for that, you told me that we're gonna use the valuation strategy. And under this valuation strategy, breakup of the cost. But on the top of the breakup of the cost, we are going to use COPA pricing procedure as well, if we having something related to revenue, discount, and billing. So
No. That COPA pricing procedure when we will use means, okay, COPA pricing procedure, if you want to post any expenditure at the time of billing in COPA module only. Okay, normally directly we won't post any values in COPA. Okay, normally we will post in FI, that values it will come. Okay, normally if you post billing, that time discount, rebate, normally we will enter. Okay.
If you come over on the Word document while we were discussing the thing, I can Word, not this one. This is the your PDF Word I was looking for. Where you started. word, yeah, no. Where's the word where you writing something?
This
Yeah,
one.
this one. So yeah, at the billing time, you mean to say, COPA entry. Just a minute. Revenue, cost of goods sold, selling related expenditure, and here cost of goods sales, that is the VPR. We got here what we are going to do. What understand till now that the valuation study is going to give two benefits. One is the for breakup purpose, and the second one is for the uh, posting of expenditure or revenue, isn't it?
Right. Expenditure. Mainly revenue we won't post, only expenditure we will post.
That's fine. So VPR is gonna give me cost of goods sales breakup totally, which I understand till now. And coming to the second benefit of this valuation strategy, that
Right.
you are saying that posting the expenditure, isn't it?
Right. If you want, if you required, if you want to post any expenditure directly in the COPA module,
Yeah,
okay, in that case you can
yeah,
post.
that could be. Yeah, got it, got it. But once we're gonna implement these things, we will.
Yeah, this expenditure, if you want to post expenditure, in that case pricing procedure, COPA pricing procedure we will define.
Okay.
This,
Okay.
what is the value in the VPRS? So all the cost breakup we can get from KK6FN. Yesterday we have shown that.
No, that KKF6 and that is the preliminary cost estimate, KCC, not COPA related.
So what about this price is updating in material master in future, this current price. The same price is updating once you run the CK24 and that price is updating only in the material master, right?
Right, right.
So that breakup we can get from there is some T code. I think I forgot the T code. So
Yeah, that breakup you can get in
then
CK13N, but what I'm saying, suppose in CK13N, each material wise, you need to go CK13N, you need to pass and you can see the report. Okay, that is not the thing. Actually, in COPA, I want to see always the MIS report. I want to see the breakup. Even in product costing also, if you want to see for all material wise, if you want to see each itemization wise breakup, that is also in product costing also there is no report for that.
so okay, material wise is not possible. So whatever the value is coming in, okay. Only we have yes.
Okay, normally in product
So to
costing
get
also,
all
for
the
all material wise at a time, if you want to see each itemization wise, then there is no standard report, you need to develop.
so Hari, take the example. You have run the CK24 for
Right.
KP05. For that you use KP01, KP02 and machinery setup.
Right.
All this cost breakup
Yeah, that
we
is
have seen,
that
right?
is okay, Prasad. That is only for one material. Suppose you have 10 materials. Okay, I want to see at a time. For each material wise, I want to see breakup at a time. Okay, in that case, for multiple material wise, if you want to see the breakup, okay, you have KP05, KP06, KP07, like the 10 materials, finished good materials you have. 10 materials I want to see at a time breakup. In that case, there is no standard report.
In product costing.
Yes, in product costing. In CK13 and you can go and you can give one material and you can execute. Okay, that is not the way.
Okay, so it will show only one. It will not show more than if it is more than 10, 20. So it will be very cumbersome.
Alright.
So to get that report, we'll create one characteristic as a FZ. So and then you can get KP0567 is material wise report breakup all these things
Right.
in COPA.
Yes. If you do the billing, then only you can get the breakup. Okay, if billing is not happened, you cannot get.
So the concept is that value in COPA will come from CO and 5. So there is no any direct post in COPA, right?
Sorry.
All the value will come in COPA indirectly, means
Right.
from CO.
Yes,
in
yes,
F5.
from any other
There
module
will
you can get the data.
So okay, so this module is specifically for the reporting purpose. What I
Yes,
understand
sir.
till
Right,
now.
right, right, right. Reporting purpose.
Okay. Because there is no any direct posting in this module, so
Right,
it means we have this kind of BI report we are integrating from here and there.
right, right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So and okay. Okay. We'll see in the complete part. Until now it is clear.
That's fine.
Okay, next one is COPA planning. COPA planning I will explain later. Actual values flow I will explain. Okay, next one is actual values flow to COPA model. Okay, actual
Planning
value
done.
COPA planning, that is 5 minutes job. Okay, I can explain later. Planning. Planning means you can maintain the plan values.
Okay.
Okay, actual
What is
values.
the version?
Sorry.
Plan, we told you can maintain the plan. So against the version, like
Yes, yes, yes.
what kind of
Version
plan?
also is there, right?
Demand plan against the plan.
Right, right. Okay, here actual values flow means directly we won't post any values in the COPA module. That means you will get the actual data from other modules. From other modules, you will get the data. Okay, mainly majority data. That means 80%, 90% data it will flow from SD to COPA only. Okay, main integration SD COPA only. Okay, minimum 70%. Minimum 70% data it will go from SD to COPA only. Okay.
Just a minute, Hari,
Yes,
if you can, yeah, that's fine, everything is coming in. SD to COPA, is there any integration point with the SD to COPA?
right, right. You need to assign value fields with condition types.
Value field with the condition type, that's the integration point.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, here
Value.
COGM breakup, that is also integration. PC with COPA, that is cost component structure. Each cost component wise you will assign the one value field.
PC means sorry.
Yeah, PC means product costing.
Okay.
Here I can see the product costing that is coming this COGM breakup, and
Right.
here from the SD side I wanted to see the sales quantity, revenue sales and deductions and COGS.
Next up, through billing. Okay, this actually this billing time, these values it is flowing from SD to COPA. That means we need to map, right, SD, what are the values it is flowing from SD to COPA. That we need to map SD condition type with COPA value field.
SD condition type, we were just going through record type, that is the SD to COPA, that was F record type. Does
Yes.
this F gonna help you?
Yeah, that is also, it will help. Okay, you can see the reports, all the SD data in that record type only you can see. Okay, if you go to the reporting in KE24, okay. Okay, if you want to see only billing related documents. Okay, in that case, what you will do? Okay, directly here you will give record type F only. You won't give other record types. Directly you will give F record type, and you will give the posting date, which period you want to see, and you will execute. That is total billing related data. Got it?
Got it. But if in that particular diagram,
Yes. One more thing I will show you. That is COPA value field.
K20.
Okay, here what you are doing? Okay, this is the condition types. Okay, this is I will show you. Okay, this VPRS condition type. Through VPRS condition type, the COGM value is updating in COPA module. For that purpose, you need to map one value field, right? That VPRS condition type, where it will store in COPA. We should map it, right? Okay, this is the mapping.
Okay, it's the integration value field, yeah?
Right. This is the
So
integration.
that's the linkage in between that is linkage in between VPRS and value field. It means cost of final goods with COPA here.
Yeah, this is the revenue
So,
condition type, standard condition type. Okay, for this we need to assign one value field.
So these are value field, standard value field.
Yeah, here actually this is the integration between SD consultant and CO consultant. Okay, normally if SD consultant will use standard condition types. Okay, here there are so many pricing procedures. Okay, one is for deemed export, they will create one pricing procedure. For export sales, they will create one pricing procedure. For local sales, they will create one pricing procedure. Okay, if they will use different condition types, okay, in that case that all condition types we should gather from the consultant and we should map it accordingly.
Okay. Hari, you can scroll this one. Just besides name, I wanted to see the condition type here.
Which one? This
Just
one?
besides the name, yeah, that column. If you can drag it right side, so I can see it. These
This
are
is
the
the
condition
condition
type
type.
here.
This is the condition type.
Okay.
This is the
So
condition.
customer rebate and discount value cost. Okay.
So, Hari, in your scenario, how many standard condition type you have did in your current project? Currently, it is showing only 4, but in practically it won't be 4 only. So,
No. This not
like
not for maximum 20, 30, 40, 50 also.
okay. So once you run the CK24, so value will come to the BPRS condition, and from here BPRS to it will come through VBCGM to the COPA. This is the link, right?
Right. Okay, that link I will explain. Okay, that is the actual values flow I am explaining to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, FI module. From FI module to COPA, this is the revenue sales commission. This is direct posting from FI to COPA. Okay, if it is product related cost, that is advertisement cost or sales commission, sales promotional cost, okay, that you can post from FI to COPA. From MM. Okay, each module wise I will explain. Okay, these are all record types. Okay, here you can see from SD module. From SD module, what are the values are flowing to COPA module? One is quantity, sales quantity. One is revenue. One is sales deductions, that may be a discount, rebate or any expenditure. This should be 12 category. COGS value. These values will flow from SD module to COPA at the time of billing. At the time of billing, these values will flow to the COPA module. But COGS based on the scenario, okay, billing time, okay, if you are following cost based COPA, then only COGS will flow at the time of billing. Okay, cost based COPA scenario, okay, these values will flow from SD to COPA. This is also same, but this is incoming sales order, record type A. Okay, sales order settlement, any settlement. Okay, that is, it may be production order settlement, or it may be sales order settlement, or it may be any settlement. That value it will store under record type C. Okay, settlement time. Okay, these values will flow to the COPA module. Okay, based on, suppose whatever cost you posted in the sales order level, you posted revenue, sales deductions, COGS. That's why this amount you are settling to the sales order to COPA. Suppose internal order, take internal order. In internal order, whatever amount you posted, that amount it will flow to the COPA. GL account posting, that means FIMM to COPA module, that is record type B. Product costing. Okay, that record type you can see report wise also. Here I am going to explain first one, SD to COPA. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Starting, I am going to explain SD to COPA. How the actual values will flow from SD to COPA. Main concept, actual values flow only. Okay, if you understand actual values flow, then you can map, you can configure it accordingly. Okay, here first concept SG and COPA. Okay, what are the values will flow from SG to COPA? Okay, normally delivery time, normally SG to COPA means delivery and billing only, two things only, right? Okay, normally you will create sales order, after that you will post goods issue, delivery, billing. Okay, delivery time, what is the accounting entry? Hello?
COGS debit, inventory credit.
Yeah, if the COGS, whether it is a cost element or not.
It depends upon what if you are
Scenario.
given VAS based on the scenario, whatever the under GBV we have given VAY or VAS. So based on the system will pick it will ask the cost element.
Yeah, right. Okay, here main thing is whether which scenario you are following in COPA module. Okay, if you are following cost based COPA or account based COPA, based on the scenario you will give the cost element. Okay, if you are following account based COPA, then COGS it is a cost element. If you are following cost based COPA, COGS it is not a cost element. Okay, assume we are following cost based COPA. Cost based COPA means delivery time COGS account will generate that COGS it is not a cost element. That means delivery time the value it is not flowing to the COPA module. Both are, that means COGS it is not a cost element. That means the value it won't update, and that different one is balance sheet item stock account. Okay, that is we are not giving any cost element. That's why there is no COPA entry and there is no CO entry at the time of delivery time. Only billing time only the values will flow to the COPA module. Okay, normally they can ask, okay, at what time the values will flow from SD to COPA means, okay, at the time of billing time the values will flow from SD to COPA. Okay, what are the values will flow from SD to COPA? SD to COPA, what are the values will flow means revenue, any revenue will flow from SD to COPA. That means billing time entry based on the entry. Okay, entry normally customer account is there, revenue account is there, expenditure accounts are there, condition, excise condition type, sorry, excise values, VAT values, that entries are there. Okay, here mainly at the time of billing time from SD to COPA, mainly revenue values will flow from SD to COPA, and discount, any selling related expenditure, it may be discount or it may be rebate or it may be sales commission, any related expenditure, freight cost, any related expenditure will flow from SD to COPA. That means revenue it is flowing, expenditure it is flowing, and COGS value, that cost of goods sold value, will flow from SD to COPA. How the values are flowing from SD to COPA? How the values are flowing? Means through condition types. Through condition types, the values are flowing from SD to COPA through condition types. Okay, here in COPA setting, okay, we will map the value fields with condition type. We will map the value fields SD condition type. Okay, that is revenue condition type, PR00, RB00. For this condition types, we will map the value fields. Okay, this is the integration. Through this integration, the values will flow from SD to COPA. Right?
Suppose there is a new condition SD, and then how we'll find the value in what is the exact value in COPA? Suppose there is one condition SD, Z00 something.
Right.
And then what would be the value in COPA? How? What is the criteria to find out?
Yeah, here we should map that value field. Otherwise, at the time of billing, system will throw the error message. Okay, you maintain this.
That will be maintained. My question is, suppose if you have, suppose these are the very famous condition type.
Right,
You
right,
know these are the values.
right.
But I am asking if new code in case of freight forwarding, in case of import, there is a new condition type. And then what is the criteria to find the value field, correct value field? Because if this is the main integration, then we should map the correct value field, right?
Value field.
So, value field.
Here
So
value
my
field,
question is,
yes, yeah, suppose you are creating one value field, you will give the description, right? Okay, suppose this VVR01, you will give the description revenue. Suppose you are creating condition type, that is carry forward something, you are saying something, right? That description you should give. Based on that description only you can see.
okay. So we'll select that.
Yeah, yes,
we
yeah,
want
yes.
the
We are
description.
assigning only value field and description also you will maintain. VVR01 revenue, VVR02 discount, like that description also you will maintain while we are creating value field.
Okay, okay, I can see here.
And
That's a yeah.
okay, okay, Hari. But in from SD side there are many jet condition type will find.
Right.
So suppose there is one jet condition type is. So for that jet condition, if we are not finding any standard value field, so what would be the what we will do in that case?
Yeah,
We
yes,
create
simple
a value
Prakash,
field.
here, yeah, I'm telling 1 minute. I will show you the pricing procedure. Okay, in pricing procedure, it consists of many condition types. All condition types we won't maintain in the integration level.
Yes, yes, that is my question. What condition type will map here? And suppose there is only jet condition, and that jet condition value, you know, it will be equal to COPA. That is that we know it is mandatory.
Yeah, here also jet condition types,
What
many
would be the
jet
value
condition
for
types
that?
are there. Right, here variant, cost, variance, general variance. Okay, here also again jet condition types are there. Okay, here assume here so many condition types are there. Okay, EK01, PR00, PP00, variant, cost, variant, general variance, formula K00, K32, K005. Okay, so many condition types are also there. Okay, here we are maintaining respective condition types. That means billing time, what are the values it is flowing, COPA. Here main thing is, okay, here billing time, this condition type, it is hitting or not. We will check it. Okay, and we will assign value field for that.
Okay.
How are you gonna check
Suppose at
that?
the billing time,
Yeah.
how will you check that?
Yeah, yeah, this suppose this customer discount. Okay, this is expenditure only, right? ERS means that is expenditure, ERL means that is revenue. Okay, these values will flow from this one only, right? From billing time, these values it is flowing to the COPA module. Okay, if they will maintain in sales order level, they will maintain the condition type. That condition type wise price will be there. Then only it will hit to the COPA, right?
Right.
Okay, here
And
this is the account
suppose,
key.
okay.
Yeah, here this is the revenue account condition type, account key. This is revenue. ERL means revenue related. Okay, this is ERS means this is the discount only. Okay, normally these values only will flow.
Say for example, Hari, there is.
Yes, yes.
Hari, take the example of 21 Z0. What is the value field for that? Since it is a Z, so what will be the value field for this ZA00? Step number 21. Yeah.
Yeah, general variance. In that case, okay, here this is routine. Something routines they have written. This is the standard. Okay, they have maintained X means this is routine, I think. Okay, this is variant configuration they will get. Oh no, this is print screen. Okay, this is variant related. Okay, this is ZA00. We will create also value field general variance.
So
okay, here revenue. Suppose
so
this
for
is,
that there would be Z value.
yeah, suppose they created Z condition type. instead of PR00 they created ZP00. Okay, instead of they created ZP00, we will create revenue. Okay, suppose they created 4 or 5 pricing procedures, assume. Okay, one is local sales purpose, one is export sales purpose. Okay, they created, assume 2 pricing procedure only they created, one is local sales and one is export sales. Okay, they can use, they can create different pricing procedures. Okay, they can use same condition type in both pricing procedures. Same condition type they can use in both pricing procedure. In that case, we can create only one value field. That value field we can assign to that condition types. Okay, if they will define different condition types also, okay, we can assign same value field, or if you want, you can create 2 value fields also. Like that. Mainly values will flow only that only. One is revenue, it is flowing at the time of billing, and one is expenditure, that is sales related expenditure. That cost element should be 12 category. Expenditure, whether it is customer discount, that means we are giving the discount to the customer, or whether it is quantity discount, or it may be anything. Okay, that means expenditure will flow and revenue will flow and COGS will flow. These values it will flow and sales quantity will flow.
Hari, still my question is not clear. My question is, if we are using Z condition, so for that condition, whether we are going to use Z value field or standard?
No, value
Yes.
fields. Value fields yesterday only I explained. Value fields normally, okay, SAP suggested create your value fields only. Don't use standard. Okay, all value fields we will create our own only. Characteristics we will use SAP suggested. That means SAP suggested characteristics we can use standard. Value fields you can create your own only, all value fields.
Okay. This is my question. So for this, we have created one condition type ZA00 general variant. So for that, we'll create one Z. Suppose we'll create one for ZA01 value field also for the same, to make for the integration point of view.
Yeah, for user defined
There
value
is no
field, it should be VV. Prefix should start with VV. Yeah, you can.
Yes.
Yeah, you can create value field, your own value field.
Okay. We can create. Okay, clear.
Okay, here both real condition types and statistical condition types, both values will flow to the COPA module. Here the values in SD module represent true condition types. Okay, all the values are stored under value fields in COPA. Okay, we are mapping SD condition types to COPA value fields. These are the standard condition types. If they will use G condition types, then we will map G condition type. Okay, this is the pricing procedure link. Each condition type is linked to account key, and account key wise GL accounts we will map in VKOA. Through this link, the values will update in FI module. Okay, here condition types, two types of condition types. One is real condition types and one is statistical condition types. Okay, the real condition type, it is the real condition type impact in both module, FI also and COPA also. That means real condition types, if you select real condition type, that at the time of posting, it will, the amount it will affect to the FI module. Same way in other module also. Statistical condition type, it won't impact to the FI module, only it will impact to only COPA module. Here note, real condition types are only used to update FI, whereas both real and statistical condition types are used to update in COPA. VPRS is the statistical condition type only, but the value it will update in COPA.
For that we are not creating a column.
Sorry, Rajesh?
Sorry.
Yes, Rajesh.
My query is, see, VPRS is a statistical condition, but it is updating a COPA.
Right.
For that, we are not creating any costing sheet, condition sheet, na? Costing
Right.
copper sheet, copper costing sheet.
Not required, not
It
required.
will come automatically.
Right, automatically.
But remaining rebate or discount or commission, but for that, without creating a COPA costing sheet, it will not update, as of my understanding. Is it right? Additionally, you have to create COPA costing sheet. Then only it will update statistical.
No. Statistical and real condition type, automatically the value will update in COPA. No need to create any costing sheet for that. Costing sheet we are maintaining only if you want to post any expenditure based on the some conditions at the time of billing.
Okay.
For that purpose only you will create costing sheet. Costing sheet, that means statistical condition types, real condition types, both automatically will update. No need to create anything for that. Only just we will map condition type wise, we will map value fields.
But I have updated Hari, but one of my real clients, na, where statisticals is not updating. Even I googled it somewhere, but still wherever I see, statistical is not updating automatically the way the real is updating.
No. But for that condition type, I think you have not maintained any value field or something.
No, the value field is mapped, but the value is not coming in the COPA reports.
No, it will come.
Okay, anyway, let's see. Anyway, this time in our pricing procedure, I think have you maintained any statistical condition generally in our configured system?
No, pricing procedure I maintained only real condition types only. Okay.
I think if
yeah, that is only. Yeah. Sorry.
yeah, if we add one statistical condition for our existing pricing procedure, then we will see in the practical front end view whether it is updating or not.
Yeah, we can see. Yeah, we can see. Yeah, actually in my previous report also, actually they maintained statistical condition types for excise. Okay, for excise, they maintain two condition types, SD guys. One is statistical condition type and one is real condition types. Okay, maintain. The statistical condition type also it is updating in COPA. Okay, later we check. Okay, the value is showing double value. Okay, one is real condition type value it is showing and statistical condition type value is showing. Okay, the report it is showing wrong values. Okay, that's why we check. Okay, later we have removed that statistical.
Oh, statistical value field you removed assignment.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. I think we will add one statistical condition in our pricing procedure. When we will come into the front end, we will see that. Okay.
Right.
Where I couldn't able to see in the that's the reason I have. Okay, fine. We'll see definitely in the front end.
Okay. Okay, this is the pricing procedure. Okay, some condition types here you can see MRP price is there. Okay, if you see mainly medical stores, okay, the MRP price it is different and sales price also it is different. Okay, some guys will sell at MRP price and some guys they will less also. Okay, the selling price it may be different and MRP price it may be different. Okay, which one you want to show in your books? Okay, that is real condition type. Okay, and you can create a different one, statistical. Okay, normally the report they want to see both MRP price and selling price. Both they want to see in our CO reports. In that case, we will create one is real and one is statistical. Okay, that is the only main integration, SD integration. The values will flow from SD to COPA. SD to COPA, the values will flow from at the time of billing only. Okay, here cases are different. Okay, suppose if you implement make to order, sales order is a cost object. Okay, in interview point of view, I am telling you. Okay, normally billing time the values will flow to the COPA module. Okay, if you implement sales order is a cost object scenario. That means sales order will carry the cost. In that case, at the time of billing, the values won't update in COPA module. At the time of billing, the values won't update in COPA module. When it will update? At the time of sales order settlement time, the values will update in COPA.
Till the settlement, it won't update any value, either delivery or billing.
Yeah, delivery billing time, the values will update at sales order level. That means sales order, it will carry the cost and revenue.
Okay.
Sales order settlement time, the
It
revenue.
will not update any value.
Yeah, sales order settlement time, the values will update in COPA. Billing time, it won't
Till
update.
that,
Yes, yes.
till that it will not update any value. Any values will not flow to COPA.
Right, right.
Like if it is a cost based COPA, only billing time it will update. Where sales are, if it is MTO scenario, it will update at the time of settlement.
Right, right. Correct.
Only month end.
Yes, yes, only month end. Okay, I will stop up to here. Okay, we will continue actual values in next class.
Tomorrow at what time are you? 8 o'clock, no? Tomorrow onwards morning, no?
Yes,
Entire COPA will be morning.
right, entire COPA. Not Saturday, Sunday.
That will be. Oh, not weekends, but weekdays is the Saturday only. Sorry. Weekdays is morning only.
Yes, yes, 8 o'clock. Right, Anil?
Okay.
Hari?
Yeah, Prasad, weekdays at 8 a.m. only, right, class?
8 a.m. 8 a.m.
Alright.
Yeah, fine. It is a better timing for me also to continue.
Last question, Hari. During settlement of sales order, what would be the settlement receiver?
Settlement
Revenue
receiver.
GL?
Settlement receiver is the profitability segment.
Profitability segment, not revenue GL.
No, revenue updated at sales order level. We are settling the sales order. Sales order is the sender and receiver is the COPA. Profitability segment.
Then when ERL will be hit during settlement, right?
No billing time. ERL always will hit at the time of billing only.
Okay, but COPA document will not generate at that time. COPA will generate during settlement.
Right. Normally, if you implement make to order, that means sales order is a cost object scenario. At the time of billing delivery time, no values will update in COPA module. Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, Rajesh.
Thank you.
So could you please send this PDF document to read better understand?
Yes. I will send now.
Okay. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow, all you guys. Have a good weekend and we'll meet tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
Upload in the drive, yeah?
No, this document I am sending through Gmail.
Yeah, that's fine.
That record I will send through Google Drive. Okay. Okay, I will update.
And Hari,
Yes, Prasad.
the study idea is working now. Whatever the video uploaded in the Google Drive, we can play and we can download. So it's good.
Okay.
So
Thanks to Anil.
after we can play that, we can download that.
Yeah, in my new batch also they were not download the document. Actually in Google Drive I will create one folder and I will upload.
So many like we so many video we lost. We like this.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Very,
Thanks.